brilliant event, and this was reflected by the audience that came, because we had a lot of people from other faiths and no faiths come along. Their questions were really intelligent, and they were so surprised at the content. I think they expected an Islamic version of Billy Graham bashing them over the head, and instead they all left really awakened and enlightened, and it was wonderful, really wonderful.
And peace on both sides.
My background, and mindfulness is something that's been a big part of my practice and my work over the years, and you brought a new context to it, and certainly reflecting on what you were saying there at the back about how often many of us, many people in this room, will have challenges, difficulties that are hard to put to one side. And actually that approach, that mindful approach, allows space for that, doesn't it? It recognises there's a lot that we need to change in this world, but by observing that and noticing it, that can allow us to bring about that change. And I found that really inspiring today. So thank you for welcoming us in as someone who doesn't have a faith. I found this a really good opportunity to reflect on where I am in my life and where we can take things. So thank you.
I'm Mohammed Yunus from Newcastle Bilal Masjid. I'm the chairperson here.
So what did you think of this event?
I was very skeptical when I first heard about it. And I thought, well, it's the usual run-of-the-mill lecture. The way it was delivered was in a novel way. It was very good and very entertaining as well, because normally when you have a lecture, it's usually very somber, very straightforward talking. And content was absolutely, never thought of it that way. It's usually on a certain topic, and then you've already heard about a different perspective, different ways of delivering. But this time it was a very novel idea which is very minute, but he extended it. It's very thought-provoking for a Muslim, but it would have been even more thought-provoking because a non-Muslim would have thought of it, oh, I never thought of it this way. I thought the way it was thought out and delivered was very well done.
In terms of the mindfulness as well, is this your first time doing this? Have you done something similar? If not, how did you feel? Like, what did you feel?
Well, this one actually didn't put me to sleep. It was relaxing, very relaxing.
Okay.
Although I've heard about the mindfulness, it never provoked my thought that way before. I want this to happen at our masjid more and more, and it's so thought-provoking that we need to teach our children this method of who we are, what we are, and what's our purpose. This is the first time I've come across your program. Normally the lectures are about certain subjects, and this is the first one that I've seen that's about provoking your thought. I would put to my committee that we should do this, if not monthly, every quarterly, and keep this momentum going. Thoroughly recommend it to our education reports. Also, my message to the team is keep it going. And the more you do, the more you'll find you want to do it more, because a lot more followers, and especially people of your age group, you would find a lot more followers as well. And that's what we want to do, take the kids from the street into the mosque.